course she's live now. She just dropped her sign. Why wouldn't I be live right now? Stay. The order of things. Okay, listen, people. It has taken me 45 hours to get my ass on this thing tonight. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. I woosah, and I bring it back to you. Okay, beautiful people. It is makeup artist DeShawn Hatcher, and I'm working with a new mic, a new mic tonight. Can you hear me? Is what I need to know. But I'm just gonna keep talking until y'all say I can't hear you, DeShawn. I'm gonna turn this way a little bit. So, people, so sorry for the delay. Everything that was supposed to happen, everything just went kaplooey. Oh my God. And you know, the funny thing is that it made me think of a new title for tonight, which is like the order of becoming a makeup artist. There's an order to almost everything that we do. And hey, Marilyn, hi, sweetheart. There's an order to almost everything that we do, right? In order to be successful. And one of those things, one of those things that we're trying to be are successful makeup artists, correct? And there is an order to it. Hi, DeShawn. Good night. Hi, some more. How do people get your book? You know, it's so funny. So funny that you asked me that because people ask me people ask me that all the time. It's simply at assistingrules.com. That's it. It's at assistingrules.com. It is not on Amazon, or I like to say blood sucking, money gutting Amazon. It's at assistingrules.com. The name of the book is the name of the website. Assistingrules.com. That's where it is. So you can pick that joint up. Yay. So, the funniest thing is like, man, I really was going to talk about something else. And it was such a bitch trying to get here. But I was like, let's talk about the order of things, shall we? So, yeah, man, you can purchase it right away. You can, yeah, of course you can. You just go on there and fill out the form, and it'll take you over to the fulfillment center, and you can purchase it. You mean like it's a hard copy of the book, Marilyn? It's not an ebook. We're working, I swear. We are finally working on the ebook. We're finally, like, I have the person and we're coding it and everything. So we're finally working on the ebook, but I can't tell you when that's going to come up. So if you really need the book, order it online because you'll get a hard copy. Yeah, the ebook is months away now, as opposed to years. It's in months and months. It's in months, but we're gonna get it done though. 2021 is the year of let's get our shit done, okay? Let's get our stuff done, okay, DeShawn? You got a to-do list long, okay, honey? I have 8-foot bookcases here. You got 8-foot bookcases and you got a to-do list that long. Why don't you do it? Okay. So, so that's that. Thank you, Marilyn, for telling me that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. We are working. I say we as if I'm a conglomerate of people. I am not. It is just me, lonesome little me. Yeah. So, guys, it's been a day. It's been a day. First of all, I can't make phone calls, and I can't text. Thank you, AT&T, for that update. What camera are you using? I am using the camera I normally use, which is my Logitech. It says Logitech webcam. That's what I'm using. That is what I'm using tonight. Why? Does it look weird or something? Marilyn, tell me. And I have new lights, so maybe it's the lights that are throwing you off. I don't know. And then, so anyway, I digressed into chit and a chat, not to mention Wendy Williams cats. But now I was sitting up here tonight and I was seriously thinking, you look real good and clear. Oh, cool. You know what? The lights are positioned in a different way tonight. It could be that, and I need to take a picture of that, so I know to do that again. Thank you. Hey, Nubian Princess. That's right. Happy Valentine's Day. I happen to not really celebrate Valentine's Day. It's just a thing in me, so I'm so sorry. Happy Valentine's Day to you, beautiful, beautiful people. Sorry. Yes, I forgot. Yeah, she forgot. I forgot. So anyway, as I was saying, as I was trying to get ready to get on here, and I was like, what am I going to talk about? I don't know. Um, the order of things, the order of becoming a makeup artist. There's an order to every damn thing, and when we jump out of order, it delays our process. It delays what we want to accomplish, and it just I don't know. Tonight, it just was like, what am I going to talk about? And it just dawned on me that's it. It's the process that we go through. I think maybe because like as I was trying to get ready in here, I have one of my favorite business people, Marcus Lemonis. He was on my TV as I was trying to get ready, and I love to hear him speak about the process and the people and all that stuff. And big money. Uh, and it just hit me that, yeah, man, there's a process to what we do. See, big money is like, is anyone getting work during this pandemic? And that's what I'm saying. There is order to what we do. And when the order works out correctly, big money, you will make money during a pandemic. When the order is a little, you won't. You know what I mean? When you have that kind of order. Um, and so, when like basically what I'm trying to say is when you don't have to be established in the industry for 20 years um, in order to get work. So before I want to preface that before I say what I'm going to say, you do not have to be 20 years in business and blah, 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 blah to get work. But the process technically is the same. You have to make sure that you're immersed in your community, that people know that you're there, that people know that you're available. Those are processes that you have to follow. And if one of those chinks are out, then a lot of times we don't work. A lot of times if I have a what am I trying to say? If I have like a downtime, especially like back in like, no, it's like 10 years ago, maybe, I would have these like I wouldn't work at all. And I would be like, wow, what's happening? And that's because my process, the order of things was out of order. So what do I mean by that? People assume that I'm always busy, so they don't call me, right? If I had just said, hey, I'm free, then they would have said, oh, I didn't know that. Let's put DeShawn on the list. Again, the process of our business has to go in a certain order, right? So people know. So when I do have downtime, right? I need to say, hey, I'm free. Hey, I'm open. Got anything? People do it all the time on Facebook. They do it on LinkedIn. Hey, I'm open. Hey, I'm free. But if you sit back and you think, excuse me, if you sit back and you think, oh, they'll just call me, oh, they'll know what to, or they will know what to do, then we're put again, the process slash order is out of place. It is up to us. It's our business. And so there were times that I would be sitting here going, Jesus Christ, the phone's not ringing. What the fuck? The phone's not ringing. And it dawned on me. And then I would talk to people and they would say, oh, I just thought you were busy. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And, I would say, don't assume that I'm busy. You should always check on me. But again, that's not up to them to do. I shouldn't have to tell people, you check on me. I am the one to check in with people. And that is one of the problems, I think, is that we set up our business and we assume that, you've been called upon before and you'll be called upon again. And this is why I always say industry versus consumer, wax on, wax off. Industry versus consumer. Industry will forget about you in 2 seconds. Two. do. They will forget about you in 2 seconds. Oh, I could have just worked for them the day before that, and they won't even think about me the next day. That's what happens in industry. Consumers, though, you have see the consumer market, if you guys are in it, you have the opportunity to control what's the saying that they have now, the youngins have now in the 20s or the 1900s, or you control your narrative, right? So you get to control the narrative. So what do I mean by controlling your narrative? It means that you have the option to put out an email blast to your clients and say, "Hey, I'm available. Hey, I got a pandemic special for you." Hey, you know what I mean? You have that ability to do that. Industry people, it's you can do a blast, but a lot sometimes it's falls on deaf ears, which is fine. But again, we drive our business. It's not the other way around. And I think sometimes when we get busy, like when we luck up with jobs and we're, honey, I'm so busy, right? I'm so busy. I'm so fabulous. And then all of a sudden, nothing happened, right? Then all of a sudden you realize, oh, there's something wrong with my order. There's something wrong with the process. I should be working. Why am I not working? What am I not doing to ensure that I have jobs? Because that's what we have to do. We have to ensure that we have jobs. So I have been able to work in the pandemic because I let the fellas know that I'm willing to work. And when there were jobs that came up, right, and people were looking for makeup artists, I raised my hand immediately. I didn't even know what the hell it was. Okay, some of the stuff I didn't know. Some of the stuff I was like, I just want to work. Some of the stuff I didn't know. So I raised my hand and said, "Yo, I'm willing to work. I'm willing. Put my name in. Uh, put my name in, Captain. I want to work." So you have to be able to do that. Don't sit back and think that work is going to come to you. You have to go get it. Even in a pandemic, you're going to have to go get it. Because remember now, people don't want to leave the house. People are afraid, all these things, I said this like last year sometime, but are you conveying on your site that you are COVID compliant? Do you have that on your site somewhere? Especially for consumers. Do you have that? Industry people just say, "Are you COVID compliant?" You say, "Yeah," that kind of thing. But consumers, if you deal with them, brides and all that stuff, they want to know that you are COVID compliant. You know, and I said this last year. Take those little oh God help me, take those certificate courses and get them certificates and then put them up on your website, because that will let them see, oh wow, I didn't, they'll see it and go, oh wow, that's fantastic. They're proactive in their career. They got their covert, certification thingy on. That's what you have to do. But a lot of you, I'm pretty sure if I went on 99% of everybody who watches me on this thing and I went on your website, you would not have it anywhere. And it's very important to have, especially if you're dealing with consumers, you know, you have to do that. And especially nowadays, people are just so interested in it. Hey, Rosemary! I'm so offering an in-depth sanitation training online. Well, I think people should get on that. I think any kind of training, guys, that you can get in covert, which we can see changes every 5 seconds. Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Wear another mask. No, wear two masks. Hey, listen, whatever, whatever. My hands are so dry. I thought I washed my hands a lot, but I really wash my hands a lot. And I'm like, oh, I'm dying. So you guys understand what I'm saying about that? Do you understand that it's up to you to get those jobs? It's up to you to be proactive in your career. And when you set up the order, when you put things in order, then you will set yourself up to work, or you will set yourself up for people to suggest you for a job. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if you sit back and like, I'm not working, why am I not working? Then see, that's an issue. That's something that you did. That's not somebody doing something to you. That's something that you did. I used to do to myself, like I said, all the time, I'm not working. And then And it's my fault. So there's processes to everything that we do. That is one of the reasons why, I was just recently, what did I do recently? I did something recently. What did I do recently? Oh, I did my very first, what do you call it? Oh, crap. What do you call that thing? Clubhouse. Okay. I did my very first Clubhouse room talk, I guess. Where were you all? It was 3 hours long. I left with a headache. I was like, "Ooh, that was a lot." But it was 3 hours long, and we were really talking about assisting. Every now and then somebody would eke in a question about how to become a makeup artist in general. But for the most part, that 3 hours was dedicated to assisting. But one of the young ladies had a question in reference to becoming a bridal makeup artist. And I have to give Miss Whitney Robinson, who was on the panel, some credit because, for me, I give you the, quick answers because I just want you to get started. And Whitney, so she had said, I had answered her quickly and I said, well, you befores and afters, blah, blah, blah. And Whitney Robinson, who is an amazing makeup artist herself, and she was also my assistant. She's so amazing. She had made a point of telling this young lady that, well, what is your ideal client? Right? What is your ideal client? Right? What do you show? What do you have to offer? Do you even know how much your ideal client is willing to pay? Right? Do you know all that? Can you write down a how do you say? Can you write down what is that word? I'm trying to think of the word. Can you like write down the history or summary of your ideal client? Can you like call it Samantha? Samantha is my ideal client. Excuse me. She makes $100,000 a year. She has 2.3 kids, that kind of thing. She is the like, can you pinpoint your ideal client? Because that's how you go after them. And so Whitney had made very good points about what she should do. And again, that is the process and the order of things, because again, most of us just jump into it, right? We all just jump into this business. I have yet to meet anybody who has been really that prepared. And I think it's hard to be prepared for a business that there's no real blueprint to it. So I can understand how we can be confused, but it's still a business. And we have to remember that, because if we want to continually to work and eat and go shopping, then we have to remember that it's business. And in the business, you have to figure out who your ideal client is, correct? Right? I know my ideal client is not, I don't know. There's a lot. I don't have a lot of ideal clients. You know what I mean? It's like right now, okay. I'm thinking off the top of my head. So right now, okay, I'm working on education for you people, right? And I'm working on the marketing aspect of it, right? And something said to me, something was bothering me. That's why it takes me a minute to put stuff up, because I want it to be right, that kind of thing. And I was so like, I kept saying, what's wrong with this? I don't want to put it up until I figure it out. What is it? What is it? And then I realized that when I say that I am trying to help makeup artists, I am generalizing all of you. And though I love you all, my expertise, remember, there's an expertisism in this, is industry, right? And a little bridal. That's where my expertise lies. So if you're some other type of makeup artist, I can't help you. Can't help you. And it dawned on me that again, because makeup artists' world is this small in the scheme of things, I had to realize that, oh, DeShawn, you have to narrow it down even more, because you're not trying to help every single makeup artist. You're trying to help a specific type of makeup artist. So that's the thing. And it literally dawned on me last night, or I should say this morning, because I went to sleep at like 3 o'clock this afternoon. But it dawned on me like, wow, I get what there was a tick in my head that you're trying to help everybody. And though I can give advice and I can help that way, but this particular business that I'm trying to set up is for people who want to be in editorial and fashion and film and television. in the industry. And I keep meeting a lot of people who say, well, I do classes for consumers. I'm not really into that. It ain't my thing. So I would not be the ideal makeup artist to help you with that. Can I give you some advice? Sure. But I'm not the ideal makeup artist for that. There's another makeup artist that, sets up, shows you how to do those little classes on the side so you can make your little points. There's another makeup artist that will show you how to do that. Um, I'm not the one for that. I'm an industry girl. If you want to know what it's like or how to work within the confines of this funky world we call pro, then I'm the one. But if you want to run around and do classes for consumers, I'm not the one. So it just dawned on me that I myself have to pinpoint, who am I trying to help? What is my ideal client? It ain't every makeup artist. It's a smaller section of people. See? And so that's what you have to do. Really, we leave here tonight. You need to figure out truthfully in your head, dissect that joint. Who is your ideal client? Who are you going after? Because when you go this way with your world, when everything is like, well, I'm a makeup artist, I could do everything. I could do everything. That's just not technically it's true. But again, it's a business. And so you have to hone in on that business. And when you start to kind of like, when you start to kind of like, trying to say, branch out like this and your arms are open to the world, then you can't grab onto the client base that you want, because you're too busy trying to grab at everybody. And you have to be able to pinpoint the people that you want to work with or work for, you see? And so it just was something just so interesting to me, where the process of it all is just quite intriguing. And I'm 20 years in the business, and I literally had been sitting on this idea that I had to help you guys for years. And I would make up my things and my marketing material, and it would be all so pretty. I'm like, nah, that's not right. I don't like it. Why isn't that right, DeShawn? Because you're trying to grab every makeup artist underneath the sun, and that's just not what you do. You grab this section. I'm proud to grab this section. I'm glad I can help you viscerally on the outside, but really my concentration, my heart, my soul, my passion is towards people who want to be in the industry like that. That's where my passion lies. That's where my expertise lies. So I thought about that when I was getting ready. I'm just shaking everything. I'm going to move this table. Wait, hold, because I keep doing that. Okay. So that's where my expertise lies. And that's why I think it's important that you guys figure out where yours lies. You may think it's with everybody. You may think I can do it all, but I bet you 1,000,005. No. I bet you when you really process it in your head, you might love to work with Asian brides. That might be your thing. I just love working with Asian brides, Shonda. I just love when I get a chance to work with them. I just love it so much. That might be your thing. Do you see what I'm saying? You understand? So it's a lot. It's not just what we think it is. It's a process and an order to things. And when we're out of order, we don't work. I'm out of order. You see that camera back there? Just about. I need a break, Jesus. That camera broke. Like everything broke at once. When my things break, everything starts to go normally at once. So thank God I got the camera, the webcam, I think last year, I believe. So I got the camera last year. It hasn't broken on me yet. But the mic broke, the camera broke, phone don't work. Everything goes at once. And now my process of filming YouTube videos has yet again been delayed. Why? Because the camera broke. I can't get a break. So, it's like, so what do I do now? So I ordered another one. But the point is like, there's a process to everything. And a lot of times we're so eager to get going that we forget those things. And the entry into it could be a little sloppy and a little, stop, go in the car. And, it's a lot. And so sometimes I think, like, my first initial response was, F it. I'll use the phone. I'll use my, phone. But my phone is jacked up. I was been trying to do videos for the whole week. Everything's a mess. And I realized, you know what? It just slowly roll, DeShawn. You'll make your videos. It's going to be okay. I could have ran out and grabbed my iPad and probably done it that way, but why? I don't want to do it that way. That's just not the way I want to talk to you. I want a good thing. I want to. So I'm just saying there's a process to everything. Don't be so quick to rush it. Don't be so quick. If you guys need to supplement your income with work, with another type of job, while you get your shite together, then fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times we jump into this world and we think it's so easy. And that's why I shove it down your throats every week. It's not. And if you're having difficulty navigating this funky world, it's understandable because it doesn't make any damn sense. No, but it's really just business. It's just business. And when we realize that, when we realize it's not about this, but it's about the coins and it's about how we run our business, then we'll really understand it a lot better. I'm telling you, 20 years in the business, 20 years in the business last year. This will be my 21st year, but 20 years in the business, and literally hit me in the head last night as I was getting putting this stuff together, my marketing material together, that what's wrong? What's wrong? I've been working on this for 5 years. I've been working it for 5 years, and I just kept saying, what is wrong with it? And it hit me in the head. I can't help everybody. Rosemary, I spent 5 years on Working Clean, my makeup artist medically based sanitation online course. I am training Union Artist 706 IATSE. You see that? So there's a course, guys, that you can take from Rosemary, get certified, and then you put that on your website. You have to let people know that you are available to work. You have to let people know that you work clean. You work clean. Somebody want to hire me for a wedding. I don't really do weddings. I do weddings every once in a blue moon. But she had a lot of questions to ask me, and I had no problem answering her. But she had a lot of COVID concerns, and she had every right to have them. And I answered her completely, 100%. She was a referral, and when I have referrals, that means that people are uh, they're cool with me because they know I really don't do it. So I normally take referrals when weddings come up. But she was asking very pointed questions, and she had every right to ask them. And so if I work more with consumers, I'd probably put up more of the covert stuff. You know what I mean? But you have to be vocal. You have to let people know you're going to work. You have to let people know that you're COVID compliant. You have to tell people how you're going to do it. If you put on your site, now I know most sites would allow you to add a page, right? And on so the menu, my menu's this way. Your menu could be this way. But my menu on my website it goes down. So what I could do is say covert, like covert compliant or covert whatever. And then on that page, I can say, I do this, 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 this. And I can list all the precautions I take when I deal with clients, right? So you could do that and you can set it up that way. But to do nothing is going to cost you a lot of money. People might pass you by. I've only seen one makeup artist so far with the COVID on it. Some more. I've seen one makeup artist who had the COVID information on her website. Just one. I haven't seen it by anybody else. And so it's a big deal. It's a huge, huge thing. It's a huge thing that you have got to convey to your people who want to hire you. So you guys have any questions? Because I know I was like, what time is it? I know it's dig-daggy late. And Rosemary, put your link on the here we go. Put a link, woman, on this thing so people can go directly to you. So type in I think if you have to do the HTTPS type of link, not just a www. So put that on there. And so when people review the thing, they can go directly to it. I believe it shows up in blue or something, or it gets highlighted. You need to put that on there so people can start to get certified. There are other ways to get certified as well. I understand what you're saying, that sometimes you have to take other jobs as well. Yeah, I did. I did for Like, in the first couple of years, I certainly did. Oh, yes, she did. And then, see, for me, sometimes when I say I have to take other jobs, like, it doesn't mean, technically, it doesn't mean that office work. It could just mean that, remember I said my I hone in on the pro makeup artist world, right? That's what I do. But what happens if suddenly that just doesn't work for me? Well, then I'm going to have to branch out to consumers, correct? I'm going to have to go that way. And so I have to be willing to go that way. I have to be willing to really enlist in weddings and things like that, which is not something that I want to do. But I might have to in order to supplement my income. I might have to teach consumers makeup to supplement my income. Do you understand? So it doesn't always mean go get an office job. It just means we have to think about other ways to make money. Naji, happy Valentine's Day. No question, just wanted to see you. Oh, Naji. I have elevated my practice and have paused my services for a while. However, I'm soaking all this in for other folks. Glad to see you. Oh, Naji, thank you, darling. And congratulations on pausing your practice because that means that you knew within your confines of your business that, oh, let me slow down and let me reassess everything. That's lovely. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So I got the opportunity to tutor students. So I'm grabbing that opportunity as it comes. Hello. There we go. There we go. I've expanded and realized makeup has informed my next steps and so grateful for my pro experience. Oh, that is so lovely. Well, congratulations. Belinda, or teach fourth grade. If the link doesn't work, Google Rosemary Hunter working clean. Okay, so Rosemary, excuse me. Put that down there again. Just keep doing it until the damn thing's over. Okay, girl. We got to promote. Okay. Yeah, man. Put it down. Put it down. Yeah, I mean, you have to do what you can. Rosemary is amazing, so you have to do what you can to show the world that you know what the hell is you doing. All right. So yeah, so don't be all upset if you have to do something other than what you specialize in. Remember, I'm all about specializing and being an expert. So you do whatever you can. Listen, and if it's got nothing to do with makeup, that's okay too. That's fine. That is fine. I remember in my early years, I took on a receptionist job, but then I got fired because I kept taking off to go on shoots. Yeah, she got fired. Um, but it is what it be. But yeah, listen, I don't even think I lasted 3 months in that job because you know what it is when it rains, it pours, right? So as soon as I get a job, like a desk job, right? A receptionist job, then all of a sudden I got all these calls. Hey, we're doing a magazine cover. Hey, we're doing this. Hey, and I was like, you got to be kidding me with this. And I would just say, um, I can't come in today. I don't feel well. Click. I can't come in today. The pipes burst. Click. I can't. They were like, listen, biatch. We're gonna have to let you go because you're not here. And I wasn't. I was off doing other things. I was really trying to listen. She was trying to make her career go. But then I got fired and then I got offered another job like right away. So I was like, yo, so this was amazing. This is a long time ago, but that was when I had met Fadil. I always talk about Fadil because he will always be a part of my journey. He's my makeup angel. And I had met Fadil Barisha, a photographer, when a model had asked me, to come do her makeup for a test with Fadil. And she was like, I can't pay you, but he's such a great photographer, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care. I ain't got nothing to do that day. I'll come out and help you, sure. And then I'll get some nice pictures. So I didn't see anything wrong with it. And then Fadil had taken a liking to my makeup. And then his resident makeup artist actually got pregnant and she was moving away. And he said, "Ooh, I like the way you do makeup." And I said, "Oh, thank you, sir." And then he was like, "Well, I have a makeup artist and she's leaving soon, and I need to replace her in here. Do you think you want to come work for me?" And I was just like, and I was like, "Oh," and I had a job. I already had a job. And so I was like, "Oh, I wish I could, but I have a job." So that was like Sunday. And I went up there on a Sunday. And by that Tuesday, I got fired. So I met Fidel on a Sunday. And then yeah, so Sunday and then Monday hit and then Tuesday hit and they called me to the office and they were firing me. And I was so excited. Look at me. I was so happy. I was So here I am leaving. I just got fired. And the woman really, she was really sweet to me. One of my bosses, she was very sweet because she knew I was a makeup artist and you know, and she was so tearful. She was like, "DeShawn, I'm so sorry, but this you have to let you go." And I was like, "Really? Really? You have to let me go? Really? Really?" So she goes, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "Oh, that's okay. That's okay." And then as I'm leaving the building, I call Fidel. Fidel, I can come work for you now. And that's how I started working at Fidel. I got fired. She's so happy. Oh, she's an idiot. Paula, hello, honey, from LA. It always happens that way, right? Let me see. Laugh at that sounds like me at my current job. I hate my boss. Oh God. What did you say? Google packed my desk and told me what I would love. Girl, what is that? Tell me, maybe is Google the new magic magic genie? Is it the new like thing? Is it telling us what we're gonna be in our lives? Let me know. Rosemary, keep putting that damn class up there, woman. Oh. See, now when y'all have side conversations, I read what you're trying to say. So don't act like I ain't gonna get to it now. Hello. Let me see. So do you beautiful people have any questions? Like I said, I just figured I'd sit up here and talk about the process and the order of things because there's a process and there's an order of things. And one of the orders is to get fired from your is to get fired from your original job so you can go get the other job. Oh, she's an idiot. An idiot. Yeah, she is. So, do you guys have any questions? It has been one of those days for me. I just can't. I can't. She's got the crazy eyes. I can't. Okay, now just sending you love some more. Your blessings. Your blessing is going to be elegant. Oh my God, your blessing is going to be elegant. Oh my God, you need to write a book, Najee. You need to write something. The way you write on here, I'll buy your book. Write a book of poetry or something. It's just beautiful. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you people. I'm not really one to be into Valentine's Day, but happy Valentine's Day to you all. Enjoy it. Have a great time. Get your roses and your flowers on. So, do you guys have any questions? Any questions? It's your night. Remember, this is your night. I give you tee-hee-hees and stories, but it technically is your night that you're supposed to be learning from me. And where were all you people at my clubhouse? Where'd you go? I got a lot of people on here. Where were you? But it was 3 hours long, and I had to stop it because I was like, these things go on forever. I was like, wow, they're really long. Thank God there's a panel. Goes on forever. How did I miss all this? Not you laugh. Sis, I'm gonna have a book release and be like, DeShawn, drop links to your book. That's it. Go get assisting rules. Go get assisting rules ASAP. Thank you, Rosemary. Okay, question. What is Clubhouse? And why is everybody I know saying I got invites like some goon? Um, Even though I had my first Clubhouse room talk. Okay, so Clubhouse is an app that is on but not Android. What is it? iOS. I always want to say Apple, but iOS. And it is it's interesting. So it's a chat room. I guess it's a chat room, but the difference between like what we're doing here, I guess technically this is a chat room, right? But there you guys are, you plug in and you get to talk to me. We get to have a conversation as opposed to me reading. We talk to each other, which is really dope. I really like that aspect um, of Clubhouse. So that's kind of the concept of it. we the show opens that clearly you don't see me. It's just like a blog, not a blog. What am I trying to say? Night. It's a podcast. So it's like a podcast and we're talking, right? You are my guest on my podcast, and there will be several people in like kind of like listening in, and anybody who wants to ask a question, there's a little thing on the corner that says raise your hand, and that means you want to ask a question to the person, and then all these other things. I had a moderator. Thank God for Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. I had a moderator who kind of did all that while I spoke. So you raise your hand, and then or the moderator is supposed to kind of move you up into the galley for me to see that you have questions, and allow you to speak and all that stuff. So that's what it is. So that's technically what it is. So what else it is? It's a community where, yeah, you do have to be invited in. I was invited in by a young lady. I don't even know that I've been trying to say thank you to for the longest, but I can't seem to get to her. So I don't know how that works. What else is it? So yes, there's like some type of invite thing. You have to be invited in. Okay. And then once you join, you kind of like start selecting people that you want to follow, that interest to you. And then sometimes what happens is you follow those people, and then sometimes when people will go on, let's say people following me, and then they'll say, oh, well, DeShawn follows so and so, and they'll go down my list and, oh, I want to follow this person too. So it's kind of like that kind of community. Then you come up with different topics that you want to talk about. Like tonight, this would have been a topic of conversation. We would have had a conversation. Yeah, and that's kind of it. I think the pros of it is that sometimes the conversations are freaking amazing. Sometimes. For me personally, I don't get on there that often. I get on there. I haven't been on, I mean, I did my talk, but I haven't been on there since I go in and I listen and I just zoom out. You can leave the room. It says leave the room quietly, which means you just click and you leave. Just like here, y'all can just bounce whenever you want. I just, like I said, my main issue is a lot of ego, a lot of ego, a lot of ego, a lot of ego. I can't. It does my head in. So you have to find rooms and conversations that are uh, um, productive, put it that way. Unfortunately, I think my introduction to it was really crappy. And so I don't really have a high favorable rating for it, because I joined several rooms and it was like, I can't listen to these people talk. You know how I do things. I do things like this. This is how I do it. Just like, oh, Jesus Christ. People have questions, man. Ain't nobody coming on here to listen to you pontificate about how great you are. So it's that kind of platform as well. But I keep saying this one room I was in, that I was in the room for 3 hours and I would have been in longer, but I had to do something in here. That you can leave it on like a podcast, like a radio, and just let it play. And I was going around the house, I was cleaning, I was doing all these things while I was listening to it. So there are some benefits. Is when the room is good, then there's a lot of amazing information that comes your way. For me, unfortunately, the information that I was getting from a couple of rooms that I was in was just, excuse the French, bullshit. So I was turned off from it. But yeah, that's how I was. It was more. Yeah, it wasn't my thing. Okay, question. Oh, no, you asked me. I truly appreciate your channel. It was the only channel here that talked about the professional side of the makeup artist industry. Thank you, Nubian Princess. Thank you, darling. I really do try to stick to the business side. I'm really trying to hone in on getting you guys to understand there's business here. It's not just all pretty, pretty. It's not just let me show you a product or let me, you know, I tell you, man, if it wasn't for the teacher that I had, Barry Berger, who allowed me to ask very like pointed questions when I was in school, to the pissed offness of my other students in the class, because I would be like, so what do you do when you get on set? And what do you do then? I don't understand. Like he allowed me to ask those types of questions. And it helped me a great deal when I got on set. And I realized that I got makeup. I understand makeup. I get it. I get makeup, but I don't know this industry. This is a whole nother world. And this industry will eat you up. It will eat you up and spit your ass out. And you're going to go, what just happened to me? When you don't have to, I always say, you don't have to suffer. I suffered. You don't have to suffer. But there are things and rules and processes and orders and all that stuff that you have to follow, or you will get your ass spit out. So, yes. So somebody said to me on, I believe Instagram, can I have some beauty videos from you too, please? And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I don't mind doing a couple of beauty videos from time to time. But the concentration on this is to help you navigate this crappy, funky, crazy, cool world of pro. You really want to be a pro. Ooh. Najee, yeah, I used to have I keep saying Mac. I used to have an iOS, my iPhone, and I still have my iPad, so I'm able to listen via iPad. If you have friends who have an Apple, I don't see why you can't say yo. And I need to get on this thing, yo. You never know. Oh, and the other thing is okay, and the the other thing is that it is not recorded and it doesn't stay. So if you guys remember Periscope, same premise as this somewhat. Periscope stayed up for 24 hours, right? So you can kind of go back and revisit. Clubhouse is once the conversation is done, once that room is closed, it's done. You just missed the conversation. You cannot go back and hear it. Even if it was my room, I can't go back and listen. So you really, whenever you get on there, please make sure that you have a pen and a piece of paper so you can jot things down. Okay, that's the only thing I will say. You have to have a pen and a piece of paper. Um, yeah, when you go on there, because the people be saying things, you're like, damn, wait, where's my piece of paper? You want to write it down. So that's the thing that I don't like about. I wish it would stay up so you can hear it again, because you miss things. So that's the only thing. Jamila, hello, Jamila. Ah, you're welcome, Najee. It's a business. Greetings from Trinidad. I am grateful for your channel. Blessings, Queen. Thank you, Jazzy Lady. Thank you, my darling. Oh, yeah, the Periscope days. I know, right? Rosemary, I can't add you. Why can't Rosemary figure out why Belinda cannot add you? Figure that out. We have to get you business, business, business. So, what are you guys doing to make sure you're working? What have you done? Have you put anything in place? Have you sent out email blasts? Do you have email blasts? Do you have an email list of your clients? Or if you don't, you should. But if you don't, then you need to call them. You need to check on them. You should be checking on them. I checked on not everybody, but I checked on 99% of people that I've ever worked with, and I didn't check on them to say, "Yo, you got a job for me." I just was really concerned. Like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? So you should check on your people. You should check and make sure they're okay. You know, I think it's the least we can do. I mean, I get a chance every now and then to work on crew. I love working on crew, and so I was trying to call the crew, my crew boys, check on them, see if they're okay throughout this pandemic and stuff. So You need to check on your people. You need to let people know that you're here. You know what you could have done during this pandemic, people, still not, it's not over, unfortunately. You could be sending out email blasts about skincare. You could be sending, Rosemary, you could be sending out email blasts on makeup, or you could have had a makeup party on Zoom where women get to um, play dress up for an hour with you and do makeup. See, these are the things that you could have been doing. I don't know if you haven't done it or whatever. Excuse me, but these are the things that you could be doing. So it's not like you ain't got nothing to do just because you're in the house. It's not like your clients don't have anything to do because they're in the house. Everybody has something to do, but it's up to you to, um, offer. You understand? Belinda, I don't have an iPhone right now, but I use an iPad. Me too. I don't have my iPhone is turned off, but my iPad is still on. And so if you have an iPad, you can go get the Clubhouse app and you can use your iPad. That's what I do. Okay, so all of you people who did not tune into my room, it's okay. I'm not mad at you. You know, guys, I love you guys. So it's all right. I know you guys are here for me. It's okay. So are y'all feeling what I'm saying? Are y'all going to be proactive in your careers? Are you going to put your processes in order? Are you going to start reaching out to your clients who you probably haven't reached out to in this pandemic because you didn't want to bother them or whatever? I think people need breaks. I think a lot of people are still in their houses. And I think, a lot of people are still on lockdown in a weird way. And I think maybe a makeup party might be fun for them, or hearing from you might be fun. You never know. But if you do not reach out, you're gonna be ass out. I'm just saying. I plan to get black. I plan to get black. That's my plan, to get black. I plan to get back to blogging, Belinda said. Oh, thank you, Rosemary. Listen, I'm trying to keep y'all going. I'm trying to keep y'all going. We have to keep going because this is unfortunately a pandemic is shaking the tree, and all the makeup artists are falling off the tree. They can't hold on. They can't sustain themselves through the pandemic. They can't, and they're quitting. And I just don't want to see y'all quit. It's a bump in the road. Sure the hell is. Can't sit up and say it ain't. It's a bump. But the point. I think for me, the way I look at it, um, is that it's a bump in the road for everybody. It's not just like it's just hitting our community. You know what I mean? Like it's an attack on us or something. It's just hitting everybody, and Najee said he was like leaving and whatever, which is fine because he assessed himself. Now it's different when you assess yourself and you leave, and it's different when you assess your skill or your business and all that stuff, and you say, "Oh, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna pivot to something else." That used to be my favorite word, pivot. It reminds me of Friends, but now everybody uses pivot, and I'm annoyed. but, you can pivot to something else because this is just not your thing. That I understand when you quit, but when you quit because the pandemic hit and I can't, that's the part that makes you go, "Oh, don't do that. Just hold on." Our industries change forever. We have to evolve to thrive and get informed. Yes, yes, Rosemary. I don't know what's happening with my throat tonight. Oh, took the vaccine yesterday and feeling some side effects, so I have been resting. Missed a few events this weekend. Ooh. Yeah. Did you have a headache? I heard one of the side effects of it was a pounding headache and soreness. That's what I've heard. Thank you, Najee says facts. Thank you for the facts. I appreciate that. So yeah, so I'm just trying to get y'all behinds in gear that if you're not working, there is work for you. There is work out there. I'm telling you, everybody's trapped in their homes. There still is work out. People are in their homes, people. They're a captive audience. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it. There's so much you could be doing. I mean, there's so much downtime. Listen, it's got nothing to do with makeup, okay? Nothing. Because I'm all right. I'm thankfully I'm okay. And but so I picked up painting. I'm painting and I am drawing, teaching myself how to draw and real life. What is it called? Realism? What is it called? I forgot what the she's so good at this stuff. I'm teaching myself little things like that to keep me occupied and keep my brain stimulated because I can't work on people. Um, but you got to do something. You cannot sit in the house and mope. I'm not working. I used to do that. I used to do that like like 5 through like 10, 12. I'm not working. I'm not working. And now my friends, we would say, I just want to lay on the ground and let the bus roll over me. Just roll over me now. I got no job. Just roll over me. And I realized that we have to be proactive. And if our well dries up, right? In other words, all the connections and everything that I once knew is no longer, for whatever reasons, um, then you have to go get some, you got to go to where the water is. Go to where the water is. You have to find out where that water is, right? So if I had connections with agents and all of those agents decided to go off and do other things, that's all I had, then I'm screwed, correct? So you always have to keep cultivating new people. You always have to keep reaching out to different people and letting them know who you are and letting them know the circumstance. You have to do that because this industry is it's not transient, but it flips. I used to be in the restaurant business. And I believe the restaurant business is one of the highest flipping industries. In other words, people are in, people are out, people are in, people are out, right? And it's the same thing here. People are in, people are out. I just looked up some money. And an agent, but it was years ago, but I'm working on an article. And I was looking up an agent that I had written to 4 years ago. I realized it was 2014 that I had written to her. I thought it was sooner than 2014. I had written to her. That girl's gone. She is gone. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't stay in these jobs for 20, 30 years. It's just not that kind of industry. It's like this. It's citral. Is that it? Am I trying to, what was the word I'm trying to find? It's not transient. Transient means something else. There's another word. I thought it started with T. That's not coming to mind. But you see what I'm saying? And so you have to keep cultivating relationships. You have to. A friend of mine who was a pro, she was a pro coordinator for a makeup line. She was there for 10 years. She just quit. Right. So that means, oh, now I have to get to know the new one. So this is what I'm trying to get y'all to hear me, because don't get comfortable with just knowing what you know. It's going to flip. It always flips. So you have to be careful in thinking, oh, I know this person. Oh, this person. I know the agent to this. I know the honey, because they will leave in a heartbeat and you'll be like, oh, you be ass out is what I say. So I can't even say it, Arati. Maybe that's the word. Six. I, I think that's the word I'm trying to say. I can't say it tonight. It's not going to come out of my mouth. It's not going to come out. It's not going to come out. It's not going to happen. Oh my God. I wanted to paint today, off tomorrow, so painting then. Yeah, I put up my cloud painting. I don't know if you guys know, I'm a little obsessed with clouds, like cuckoo crazy, like, see, again, crazy eyes. And I have been highly over the years. I just, when there's certain things that just get to you, doesn't get to anybody else, but just you. And cloud painting has always just intimidated the hell out of me. I'm intimidated by clouds. I am. And I decided, I believe I started painting last year, and I was like, I'm just going to paint. Like, I think I told you guys last week or the week before that, I taught myself how to swim in the deep end by jumping into the pool, or I was going to drown. Like, either you're going to drown today, biatch, or you're going to swim and you're going to be fine. Same thing with the painting. I just decided to, look at YouTube and buy some books and learn how to to practice. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been practicing. So I've been posting my art on Instagram. So you don't see it on my Facebook page. You won't see that. I just, whatever I do artistically goes on Instagram. So you've seen my painting of furniture. You've seen my painting. I chalk painted fabric chairs. I paint skies. I do whatever I can to keep the creativity flowing while we couldn't do anything. So I'm having a good time here. I'm having a very good time painting and drawing and all that stuff. Cyclical. Thank you. I need coffee. Thank you, Rosemary. Oh my God, I can't say it. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Rosemary. I think it's just I get very zen when I'm painting my clouds, and I can literally be at the last cloud thing I did. I was in here for like 4 hours. Is very zen for me. It's very zen. And now I'm teaching myself drawing, real drawing, real with charcoal. Um, it's so funny because maybe I'll show you next week because I'm not getting up. But it was so funny because I have 2 drawing books, right? I suck at drawing. It's another thing. I suck at it. So I found something I had done like 2 years ago when I first moved here, and I was like, God, that sucks. And then I just put the book down. You start drawing. It sucks. So I put the book down and I started to teach myself. Now I'm really like into it, and then it's like night and day. It's like, whoa, wow. It's not the before sucked high hell. The after is okay. It's no Rembrandt by no means, but it's better than anything I've ever done in my whole entire life. So it's just, it is what it is. Listen, we got to do what you do to keep our minds sharp and all that stuff. Everything can't be makeup. And don't misunderstand me. I am not trying to get y'all 24 hours, 7 days a week. Just everything's makeup, makeup, makeup. No, it's not that. But creativity is important. It's very important for us to take a mental break sometimes from the business and even sometimes from makeup. It's good to take a mental break. And so the pandemic has allowed me to really like pull back and just get as creative as I can in my house. Um, you know, but it's fun. It's been fun. So yeah, go on my Instagram account. Go check out my clouds. I like them. They still, I don't know, something about them. I'm just going to start a whole new canvas. But yeah. So anyway, people, I can see if we talk about painting all night. Guys, do you have any questions? Because let me see. Before the computer goes black. Oh, don't forget to like this thing. Don't forget to go back, people, and like everything I've done. Because the YouTube algorithm needs to know that you like what I'm doing. Because if it thinks that you don't like what I'm doing, I will not pop up in your feeds. I learned that. Also, what else did I learn about YouTube? Yeah, if you follow me, what is it? I forgot. Some about race, but I can't remember what exactly it is. But yeah, just make sure that you like the content. Make sure that if you'd like to, please subscribe to this channel, because YouTube needs to see that we have activity here. Even if I have a small amount of people, they want to see that there's life in this channel. And the more life this channel gets, the more they push it to other people so other people can discover this channel. I have tagged, I have done all these things. I can't. That's all I can do. So yes, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And if you know other makeup artists, please share the channel as well, because I really am trying to take the You and the Tube very seriously, this year, 2021. I'm really trying to push the You and the Tube and the education for you guys. So it is very important that YouTube knows that the Black girl is very serious. Okay. And the only way YouTube will know is if you guys thumbs up me and all that stuff. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Smoocher Bean. Hi, Smoocher Bean. I didn't see that before. I love it. Hi, DeShawn. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, Rati, I forgot. I did say your name, but I was like, I didn't say it. And I said Jazzy Lady Jamila. Make sure I go down my list. Dear Paola's in the house. Rosemary has been here since the beginning. Najee is blessing us with the presents. Let's see. Just want to make sure I saw some more earlier. Marilyn hit me off with a hey. Big Money hit me off with a question. And some more. Marilyn, some more. Open up the whole thing. Thank you, ladies, for being here with me tonight. And thank you all for being here. I just adore you people. So listen, go out and do something fun and artistic. Let the brain pop. I'm going to get off this thing. Because the boyfriend's here and I got to go clean up before he gets mad at me. It's a long story. It's a really long story. Anyway, she needs coffee and she needs to go clean up. So, happy Valentine's Day, beautiful people. Thank you for being here. I will be back next week with another live for you, beautiful, fabulous people. I'm out.